Do you think I need to go and paint that yellow BR, bruv?
Episode of the Armshouse to your Madre's house. Amber theme here, and we have an enigmatic dapper of the London graffiti scene.
Look how much the trains love him, bruv. They both come in both sides. Do you know what I mean?
Trains coming through. We got the man, the myth, the legend that is Cazbee, the sure shots. Brother.
Nice
Thank
one.
you for
The
joining
letter
us.
king, the letter king, bro.
Sweaty's kind of, you know, the degrees out here are a bit heavy, so
It's a super
sweaty day.
hot day, probably the hottest day of the year so far, 2026. We're under the Westway as well, a legendary spot in London when it comes to graff hip hop in general, right?
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Famous photo spot from Spraycan Art.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll know, yeah, you'll recognize it from that. There was a mean tag. Is there a mean tag? Because we got mean hanging out in the background there.
There's a mean tag in that photo, isn't there?
Yeah, with Hayes.
You're in the book.
with,
in the
Hayes,
book?
with Hayes.
Yeah, in the book.
cast,
Right,
yeah,
okay.
early cast.
All right, he's hanging back, but he's definitely going to chime in every now and again.
Don't know
Big up
about that, by the way.
PFB every time, man. I was going to say, listen, first off, how come you're not online and you haven't kind of got scooped up in the whole social media thing?
Because real bad boy move in silence. You know what I mean?
You know, the first question is like, what?
Yeah, where you been, bruv? Where you been?
In my own world, basically. You
Yeah.
know, just that's it. I'm not that I'm not concerned about it. It was something of my past. It's something that's just, you know, it wasn't internet time. So,
Yeah.
you know, I only know about all the accolades and all this about me through that.
Yeah.
Really. And at the time, you was told, oh, he's good. It wasn't as much as I've seen on online. I was like, wow. But yeah, I don't deal with the social media stuff. I'm not really fussed about it.
Yeah, I've still got loads of mates who still never had social media, never like that. But people nowadays, they're just like, what? Oh
Yeah.
shit, you know
But
what
for
I mean?
you, bruv, I mean, I would be all over it, just going, a piss on that, a shit on that, a piss on that, with my name next to it. Just what? You know what I mean? Piss on that, shit on that.
I ain't got time to battle. That's the crazy thing. And that's what it would be. It would be battles.
Have you done any graff, like, sort of in the last 10 years?
There's a few bits I see.
10 years? So what's that?
Oh.
When did the boogie, when did you do those boogie bits?
Boogie.
That was, I think, 2008 or something. That was
Really?
a long time ago or something like that, maybe.
Fucking
And
hell.
the higher one, I think I did in...
Oh, with the sheesh pipe.
Yeah, that was, I think, 2010 maybe or something like that. It was a
Okay.
long time ago.
Wow.
Damn.
Long
Time flies as well, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy
long
how
time. And that as well, they're all old outlines. That's not something I just came out with now. They're just from my book from... I just never got
Oh,
around.
really?
Wow.
The boogie one, I really fucking like that.
Yeah, I never got around to doing it back in '87 when I probably wrote it, drew it, you know, whatever.
What was your most
shit.
active time then? When did you start and when did you kind of...
Starting, well, when I first started, I was a breakdancer, so that was my
Okay.
first thing, you know, so that was about 82, late 82 or something like that. And
Okay.
then from that, I had a tag anyway, from thinking, you know, about Rocksteady Crew and that. So I was Prince Cazbee.
Prince
Because
Cazbee.
of Prince Ken Swift, basically. So I was Prince Cazbee.
Yeah.
And it was just a tag. You know
But it's
what I mean?
good, you
It wasn't
started
a thing.
humble, you didn't start with King Cazbee. You started with Prince. and you
I
make
didn't
your
even
way.
know that side of it. You know, like I said, I was
Yeah.
a breakdancer thing and that. So
Yeah.
And then from that, you know, the breaking sort of faded out, and then it went from that into graffiti, basically, just from there. And then I dropped the prints, obviously. Just, it was like I was young then.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
And then probably I reckon my last pieces must have been 88, if that. From, but sort of to say not prolific, but you know, to sort of be recognised probably from about 85 onwards, I'd say. 86 maybe, because coming over here, I think my first piece here was 86.
Okay.
Yeah, just literally on that other side of the bridge, just that first pillar.
Deep.
And I did that Funkie piece.
Oh yeah, the funky one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
so that was
We've got
obviously-
photos of that.
Yeah, so that was my first piece in Grove, basically. I just came
Damn.
over here. I knew that this area had graff in it and whatever. I wasn't part of any crew. I wasn't anything. I just came over by myself with my paint. Saw that wall. Thought,
Where'd you get the paint from? Do you remember? For that first mission.
so are these on? Was it?
It's all right. What, you racked them?
Wait, are my parents going to watch this? Yeah, I racked all that shit every time.
good,
Every
good,
time.
good.
I never paid for paint in my life.
Sick.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, man.
everything was racked, and obviously, the paint as well then wasn't
As good.
as
wasn't
as it
made
is
for
now.
Graff.
You was taking all different types of paints. You had the fabric paints. You had like shoe paint. Like we used to go up to Drury Lane and take these mad colours of purple for I don't know these ballerina purple shoes or something to get these crazy colours that weren't available in normal colours.
Of course, yeah.
But the problem was that you could get a photo of that colour, but as soon as it rained, that was fading literally after a day or two. That colour was gone because it was for shoes or something like that or something crazy.
I remember.
Remember the place in Drury Lane?
Drury Lane, little shoe shop.
The little
Yeah,
shoe
yeah,
shop.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what did
Shoe
they think?
colours.
You got all these like sort
Yeah,
of
these are
just
newts.
street kids just coming in like
Yeah.
No, the shoe colours had purples,
Yeah,
pinks,
all these
lilacs,
great-
all the bad
but they
colours.
faded after
I
a
know,
rain,
they
like-
weren't great, but
But they were spray paint.
there and then your piece looked bad.
yeah, for the
And then
photo.
a couple of weeks later, it started to fade.
Yeah, it was gone.
I remember Drury
It was
Lane.
gone. Yeah.
That was opposite.
And then obviously you
my
had home
school.
styles, that sort of powdery colours and all that, which I really
Pastels,
liked. I
all the
liked
pastels,
a
yeah.
lot of my stuff was in them colours,
Yeah.
And then outlines, mainly I do decorative. I love black decorative. I didn't use hammerite, that wasn't really my outlining choice. I just didn't like that. There was something about that. I'd bomb with it or something, but that wasn't my choice. But decorative definitely was my
And then came like belt-ons and shit like that. Yeah.
Again, that wasn't really my sort of thing.
Bunts.
That was up Stockwell. I
What
didn't really go
what
up.
about bunts?
Bunts, oh yeah, I'd use them. But again, if you're all using the same sort of things, then you're all going to half look the same, aren't you?
Maidstone Art Store.
What do you know?
Wow, that's a fucking...
That's
pulling
I
that
thought I'd
shit
bring that
out.
one up.
That's pulling
Should we
that
get
out.
out? Should we get out of the sun? Let's go in the shade.
Maidstone has seen
We're gonna go in the
Paz,
shade.
Cade and hate tags.
Yeah, 'cause we could, well, that's a crazy one, that is. We was on the train.
I thought I'd bring that one
Yeah, I
up.
forgot about that one. But yeah, we couldn't get on the train, so we had to walk down the line, didn't we? Well, we got thrown off the train. So we had to walk down the line to the next station. And that's why we bombed the whole down the way,
No,
man.
because there's a few stories like that, innit?
Yeah, oh,
CJ
yeah,
Graphics, like shops getting drummed.
Oh,
getting drummed.
yeah. CJ Graphics. Couple in...
I don't know what that plot was in Maidstone, but
Yeah, we used to get the train from Westbourne Park, funny enough, when you could get the... Well, British Rail, I think it was then. wasn't it?
yeah. But that's what we used to do. We used to go to like Cobham, Cosham, random out of town plots and go to like these random little car shops
Well,
that had belt-ons.
yeah.
we were like-
Well, London was red hot.
Hounslow.
Red
Do
hot.
you remember the shop in Hounslow that Glory and all them lot used to do?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was a shop in Hounslow.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, everyone knew the same shops. So eventually they're going to get hot. So we had to get further. I think we got out on literally every stop on the underground at that time. For every station, we tried every area. Got out everywhere. So we were probably
Great way to learn London, isn't it, really?
Yeah, and we was all city because everywhere we went, we left tags anyway. So
Yeah.
but we'd find these big B&Q places and whatever that weren't in normal parts of London and things like that.
Slightly bumpkin where you
Yeah,
just go.
You just go to different areas and that was it. How you did it.
Teddington and Kingston and that.
Just mad places.
North Circular.
Do you
was a
remember the
good one, North
B&Q
Circular.
that had a little fence on the ceiling?
Yeah.
And it was cut open and people just used to throw the cans
Go
out into the garden
in,
bit.
get all the home styles and just
Yeah,
go,
just lob them into the garden bit.
throw them over, out, and then you go into the car park and pick them up afterwards.
I remember the bum rushing. That was the one when we used to go in the shops.
Just rush
after
it.
yo bum rush the shows.
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that
yeah,
bum
yeah.
rush the shows.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you go in the
Bum
store,
rush.
go to the paint, grab it, boom, out. Like now they do it with all their jackets and
the
shit
poor
like that and whatever.
shopkeepers
Like.
stood there going, what is going on there?
But
I'm not sure what shops he was going to.
It reminds me of the
I'm actually not
petrol
quite
station.
sure what shop he was going to.
Not stereotyping.
Petrol station
not the shop I
near
was
Chiswick
going.
Park Tube.
Yeah.
He had high coats
Yeah,
right next to the door.
Yeah, small high coats. Remember the little small
Right
high
next to
coats?
the door, bruv.
I know,
And
I
then
know, I know.
it took him ages to move them away.
Yeah.
People
you
used to just, like,
they
bum
worked-
rush
they
the
worked
store
it out,
past.
like, hold on, let's not leave the.
We had a little one on there was a little DIY shop in Kings Road and they had Rust-Oleums. But they had the other old school rust-oleum, the radiator type ones. There was massive cans. There was big.
Speaking of King's Road, yeah. No, there was also an art shop.
Yeah,
on King's Road as well. Do you remember the one that had bunts in it? Yeah. Green and Stone or whatever.
Yeah.
That's gone now, but it's moved up to Fulham Road. But
yeah, all of them.
Those little mechanic shops, they're the worst because they're like 8 foot by 8 foot.
Yeah,
and you're walking in and he's like, hello.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're the only kid who like doesn't know about no motors, cars and shit like that.
Like you're going to go and spray your
just going to fix a couple of engines, bro.
You've got you're 15 and you're looking at all the colours.
Then we would go off piste to like hardware stores, like he said, like flower stores, you know, flower shops. Wait, flower shops. The flower spray.
Anywhere that had anyone that had paint.
Do you know who I thought brought us onto that was the Dutch.
The Dutch. Because of the flowers?
Yeah. Because, Amsterdam had no. Because I think the Dutch got onto that flower spray, right? Having the baddest colours. Again, you said it died off really quickly, but
they had Sparvar though, which had good colours anyway.
They had markets.
France. When I went there, in 86, that was like Altonas. And Altonas had some serious colours, and that paint was.
Yeah. I know.
You know, I had a few cans of that.
We wanted to mention that, like.
That trip to.
So early doors, like as Cazbee.
Oh yeah, first there was the Funkie piece that was down there. Yeah, that's right. That was the exact. Well, it's now. You know, but
gentrified.
Yeah.
But you stepped to Paris.
Yeah.
Right. So you bumped in with what BBC lot.
Yeah, but my original reason for going there was I bumped into Bando first. I knew Bando, I bumped into him on King's Road.
Right.
And this guy was walking down the road in a denim jacket with, Graff on the back.
On the back, yeah.
I'm a graffer, so
baseball cap and glasses.
Those Bando glasses.
Bando, legend.
So I started chatting to him and that, and he was interested in, I don't know if it was they Chrome Angels then or still?
Yeah, go.
If they was Trailblazers or Chrome Angels, I'm not 100% sure. But I can't remember. He wanted me to bring him to there, to where they are or whatever it was, and I was like, they're in Covent Garden because I knew all the pieces on the wall, you know, and everything. But that wasn't my scene as well. That Covent Garden sort of scene.
Yeah, I remember you didn't really used to venture up there. Loads of writers did, but I don't remember like you stepping up there. Like a few people did. Like Rio, people like that never used to bother with that.
Well, I wasn't part of the, not crews, but it was me and Rio, obviously, our little thing, but I wasn't part of a bigger crew and that hanging,
wading up to Covent on a Saturday.
We had our Grove things, but we wasn't as a crew as such.
I know what you're saying. People like that also, Scam, let's say Scam would go Covent, but as a breaker, do you know what I mean? Not as a writer, then.
But I used to go to Charing Cross as a breaker. When you used to do Charing Cross in the subways back in the early 80s.
Shiny floors.
Yeah, big time. Skinheads coming every other Saturday to chase you out and shit. That was mad shit. Yeah.
So Charing Cross like a.
That's pre-Covent days, isn't it?
Yeah. So that was because of the floors in the underground part of that. Yeah. Covent was upstairs with who was it? They used to do. I can't remember they was the ones who was actually could busk for it. They was the only ones who were officially allowed up there. They banned it all, so that's why everyone was in the subways.
By the piazza in Covent.
I can't remember what it was called. It was a crew. I can't remember, but they had the sort of the monopoly on it.
There was a few, wasn't there? Cosmic Rock. There was All Star Breakers. London All Star Breakers.
Yeah, but they weren't doing it in Covent Garden.
Not really.
Piazza sort of thing.
Not really,
busking.
No, not really.
These were like because everyone was dancing and people were getting money, and then they had to try and make it official to sort of keep them off the. All these youths running around Covent Garden, in the 80s.
Robbing shit. Right, so quickly, do you remember London Graphics? Covent Garden. There was London Graphics there.
London Graphics.
That's a store that used to, on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Go there and absolutely rinse it.
Oh my
but that got red hot though.
Even I've heard of it,
but everyone knew the same stores.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
if you were lucky, you could go in and with a pal and maybe balls like a turquoise and a rose and just like.
Or you'd go in with a puffer on a fucking summer's day.
Or do a D-stract. No.
You get rose and rose.
Guys, we used to do. One would go in and do a D-stract to the back of the store and start ruffling stuff up, so they would all run to the back of the store, and then one or two of you could go in and go bop bop bop, like a violet, reddish, a turquoise, and a pink.
No, but some people they was like serious rackers. They would rack. Probably. I mean, I wouldn't say the best, but I could rack.
Good,
but it would take me a long time to get a lot of them. A lot. So, somebody might go in and get 15 at one time. It might take me 3 times to do that. They do it in one go.
Like who, for example? Do you remember anyone?
Well, when I met Rio, that was another thing because I was still in school and it was up near North End Road. I think they had a CJ Graphics.
Did you go Henry Compton?
No, I went to another one in Hampstead. I won't say anything. Regardless of that, but. was it CJ Graphics on the top of North End Road?
Yeah,
London Graphics.
No,
or
it was a CJ.
Yeah,
Graphics.
so that was around the corner from my school. So every day I'd go in my uniform and, you know, in the pocket. So I'd get what I could in my uniform. And I see this guy in there with a fucking old woman's checkered trolley, you know, those
dirty bag.
Feeling, I was like, what the hell's this doing that? I wasn't thinking of doing shit like that.
That was the way to go, though.
Yeah, so I started speaking to him.
Is that how you met him, or you didn't know him?
I didn't know him. He was racking at the same time as me.
Rio was with the trolley.
You didn't know him. It's the first time you met him.
I didn't know him. He was in the same shop as me at the same time, and I thought that was my only spot. And I kept on going back thinking, how come the fucking there's 8 blues missing or something?
So hold on, he would just go all out and just go like, fuck it, I'm going to take 20 tins.
There weren't no jacket involved. It was a trolley. It was a full
Granny trolley, like
just
pulley
boom.
trolley.
Those checkered ones, top on, boom, like that.
Sensible.
And then gone out there, like, and I'm still like struggling with one, like thinking, walking at my sleeves like this.
In your school uniform.
In school uniform as well.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
So Rio was older?
No, we're about the same age. I
age.
think so must be about, I reckon that was about 85, I reckon, 86 maybe, very early
Like,
86.
think about Rio like as a, not a mentor, but like someone that you rocked with. Yeah, Rio also wrote Judge.
Yeah, Justice. Rio 2.
I remember meeting
Judge, when I met him, it was Judge.
Judge, yeah. Remember Ganja, Judge, Demo. Remember when Phone wrote Pain? Before he wrote Phone, he wrote Pain. Okay. I remember meeting Phone down here. He wrote Pain 22 or something like that.
Yeah.
They used to do Edgware Road.
Loads of it.
All of that shit was done in
Rush.
Rush, Jefferson. Rest in peace.
We heard that Paris trip changed the way London Graff was looked at. So before it was kind of, you know what I mean, that like really 80s.
Yeah, I was
sort of a bit fussy.
I was part of that as well. Loads of highlights. Loads of about 50 different colours in one letter. Like, what the fuck?
But when you went to Paris and then you came back,
the simplicity.
Yeah, and the letters.
Yeah, it was
and
simplicity
and
style. Yeah, the less is
that
more.
true? Is that like? Do you reckon that's true that you went over there and
got
came
influence?
back?
Got
influence.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
So who was it? So
how long were you there for?
Apart from Bando, you went over. Did you rock up with Ski and J BBC crew?
So the story of that is like, so I got there the first day. I just got the cheapest way I could possibly go. I went coach to Dover, and I think I got hovercraft.
15-hour journey.
Yeah.
Hovercraft. You know what I mean?
Yes, and at that time, I think I was working as a refrigeration engineer or whatever, air conditioning engineer thing, only as a trainee thing, but I was making good money.
Yeah.
So I saved up, I think, over $1,000 or something. I thought, right, that's it, I'm going there. I'm going to spend fucking like a month or something just out there. I know this guy, Bando. I'd only met him once. Yeah. But in my head, I was like, I know this guy.
What a place to start.
Yeah, but this is the craziest thing. But then the craziest thing is like, so then I got all the way there, and I thought, right, okay, where am I going to stay now? Like, what do I know in French? I don't know too many French words, but I know champagne. I know champagne.
Bonjour.
So I went in like fucking hotel champagne or something like that.
Shit.
And you know, I was only 16, and they're like, okay, what room do you want? You know, all this sort of stuff. I was like, I'll have a double bed, ensuite. You know, like what? I don't even have that at home. What the fuck am I doing? You know, it's like I don't even have that at home. So you know, a lot of my money went on that, and I got fined when I was out there, bunking the trains. I got caught, like various other sort of things.
And it was in francs, wasn't it? It wasn't euros.
Yeah, but the first day, as mad as it is, after staying in the night in the hotel, I walked out and I just walked down the thing and I bumped into Bando.
What?
No.
The fucking very first day. And I was like, oh, Bando. It's like, oh, well, because he wasn't expecting me.
Do you know what that is?
I wasn't anything like that.
Serendipity. Serendipity. You know, like when something's supposed to happen.
Fake.
Yeah. So he wasn't expecting me to. It's not like we was like pen pals or something or fucking.
But Paris is a big place as well. It's amazing that you're in the same area.
Yeah, these Dobermans or whatever dogs he had. I think it was Dobermans or something. And there's another guy, and I was like, oh, Bando. We started chatting. He goes, he was busy, but he's going to bring me to was it Stalingrad?
Stalingrad.
Yeah, so he brought me there, and then he introduced me to all of them, and he just went and never saw him again. So I was with them for about a week, because then after that my money was done.
You're talking BBC crew. You're talking Jay and
all
Ski
the
Ash,
and other affiliates of them and all that. They took me in and brought me round, and just I went in the underground caves and shit, under Paris.
What about the language? What about the language barrier with them lot though? You still had that universal language of Graff, right?
Yeah. It's like it wasn't, and like in school you learn French and that. I knew the word champagne, so
No. All you need to know is how do I rack beans? How do I rack beans?
They brought me racking. I think it was Ski. Yeah, Ski brought me racked to one of the big hypermarket places. You know, filled up their old
What was that? Krylons or
Altonas?
Yeah. Bad boy.
Yeah,
Owners, mate.
yeah. So that was the Paris side. And when I came back from there, I had a complete. And like I said, I was only there for a week. You know, I was supposed to. I thought
but you were going for a month.
I was going for months, not
But you
months.
You run out of money within a week.
Yeah. I got caught.
Too much champagne.
Like their metro, their you know, our gates, they're shut all the time, and to go through, you put the thing to open them.
Yeah.
Their ones were open.
Yeah.
And to keep them open, you had to put your thing in. So as soon as you walk in, it closes on you. And they all, obviously, you know, there's street kids. They jump through that. Woo, like that. I was like, oh, do you have a leg? Immediately, immediately, boom, like that. And then I struggled it out. By that time, you know, they were, and then the police came to show them. I had my portfolio as I was making it as a photographer as well. Oh, do they train? I got an on-the-spot fine there. Yeah, so that was the thing. Yeah, it was crazy shit. And then I got caught bombing. You know, want to spray in my face, like the copper just straight.
You're joking.
Yeah,
but Paris Metro Police and their police are milli. They're not like here. Here you can go, oh yeah, whatever, mate, and just walk on.
Well, I think most other countries.
Paris Metro Police. You got the ticket inspectors, and then you got like police. Like they are raggo with the berets. They're raggo.
It's like in Italy, innit? They have different levels of police.
Yeah, exactly. Spain, the same.
Yeah.
Military, you know the ones with the machine guns, right? No thanks, no thanks.
Different levels. Yeah, exactly.
So you were there for a week, and you reckon when you came back?
Yeah, completely different.
What was the first piece you did when you came back? Do you remember?
I did it on Christmas Day. It was it's the one with it's a Vaughan Bode character. It's
Cbee.
Is it Cbee? No, that was in Plymouth. A Bode character with a sort of the detective hat sort of thing on with a.
Sick.
I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, that was
we
the
recap
first.
on.
It was already like simply, you know, I'd already, you know, toned it down now.
Yeah.
Gone at the, you know, because when I was showing them my pictures of stuff, and seeing this, I was thinking, should I really be showing them? This is what I'm taking from the UK to show you. This is, you know,
this is represented.
Yeah.
Can I quickly ask, right? So Grove aside, you know, before that, right? Your early years, you know, I know you grew up near where I live, like that way, southwest, like World's End area, right? Did you paint before you kind of stepped into this area and started to kind of rock with these lot? What was your kind of pre to this era? You used to paint a lot around there, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My first piece here was '86.
Yeah.
Funkie, but I was still doing things in Chelsea.
Before that, that's what I'm saying. You did tracks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I used to come down here because I met Brim Bio one night when I came over down here one night, and I was with another mate of mine, and I brought them to White City Yards.
Yeah, White City.
You know, like
I know.
remember when it was down there, and we got in, but I can't remember what happened. I think we got chased off, and then I went back to theirs, and they were staying in Notting Hill, and the Cazbee train I did, I think it says, I think it's about 85 or something. It says on there, there's a Cazbee train on District Line done in PG or whatever. That's outline was from Bio. He wrote my name. He said,
He gave you the sketch?
Yeah, he wrote Cazbee for me, and he said, yeah, Cazbee, like, and he done this little outline for me, and I put that on the train.
And you rocked, so that outline was...
Yeah, it's only straight letter sort of thing, but he drew that for me.
That was by Bio.
His outline, yeah.
Sick. Going back to like your origins, you know, like early doors, as you know, just as you started to get from breaking into painting.
Yeah, Wild Style.
But Southwest.
Oh, you mean the movie Wild Style?
No. In that area, you rocked a few pieces early doors down our way, right?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
But I haven't put
like
them...
tracks and stuff.
Yeah, they haven't been put sort of
but was that pre-Cazbee, or was that, were you starting to write Cazbee, or...?
My very, very, very first piece that I did was actually in... the Adventure Playground on Lots Road. You know where that Cazism with the butterfly is?
Yeah. That's what.
Behind that, there was. I think I did. It said Def, DEF.
Yeah.
And then like blue letters or something. And
so that's going towards
Arrows and
Land's End, or like that area. You know that area between Lots Road and Fulham, sort of.
Yeah. Is it Land's End? Sands End.
Sands End. That's it. So you know Lots Road going on to there.
The Chelsea Wharf.
Yeah. That was kind of like a derelict area. Yeah.
Chelsea Creek it was then.
That was it. Yeah. Now it's all developed into
yeah.
multi-million pound apartments.
Yeah, so that was one of my first piece.
Isn't that the area you're talking about?
Yeah, that's Well's End. That's
Well's End.
That's Well's End.
Let's see that piece quickly.
We're looking at this. I'll show it to you, Maddie.
Cazism. Yeah. But
that's the world. That's the world.
Wait, is that actually on the walkway?
No, that's the where the youth centres are.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. As you come out of, as you go towards the river, There's like a little playground thing.
That's it. Yeah. That's
Right,
it there.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Early doors, you started off.
That's all after. That's all. These are all after.
Oh right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right,
These
right,
are.
right, right.
I mean, I don't know what year that was. 'Cause
Yeah,
like I said,
yeah.
I definitely my last pieces, as in through a graffiti career, was definitely like 88. That was.
Yeah.
I was
And
sort
then you
of done and dusted.
dipped off. Yeah, a bit like coma.
Yeah.
You all smashed it. Come with styles, and then you kind of all dipped off.
Yeah, and you know, you're
unfortunately,
turning 18 and things like that. You know, things are different factors in your
women are
life
coming
and shit
in.
like that.
Women are coming in. Music's coming in.
You know, I mean, and another crazy one, which I don't really. Well, yeah, I suppose I should tell you. Remember the Futura piece that was down there?
Yeah.
Right, so when I used to come down here really early, there was not a lot of graffiti around here and all that, but I'd seen that piece and I did a tag above it as Cazbee, whatever, not the greatest, really shit. Anyway, I came back and it was somebody had gone over it, and me, I wasn't a young, thought it was fucking Futura, didn't I? So I put my tag on his fucking piece, like a fucking thing. It's online, the fucking piece, and I've actually put, shit, I did that, I was young and stupid, you know, my tag on that fucking classic piece, like what a fucking idiot. Because somebody scribbled out my name.
You went over Futura.
I know, it's bang out of all.
All right, listen,
I was stupid
quickly
there, you know?
Talking about doing tags, let's have a quick look over there. We found some ancient hieroglyphics, under here, under the West Way, that's still there from back in the day. Let's have a quick.
Some of these up here, I mean, what, really?
Yeah, these are.
Like,
these are
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But these ones, because it's locked off now, it's on private property, so they haven't, and luckily they haven't painted over it.
Oh right, so this is like the pyramids or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to
It's like
save
the
the
tombs.
pyramids.
For us guys, it is, yeah.
What can we see there now?
Oh Jesus!
In,
Cbee 5.
I can see that as it goes.
yeah, there's a silver CB5 there.
Oh shit!
What was the 5?
From the 5.3.
Okay.
Yeah, just trying to change it around. I did Caz1. I did a few different things. You know, like just
Yeah.
you know, as mad as it is, if people who knew my name, you know, you could work that shit out who I was.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. There's a mode tag.
And giving your door number.
Yeah, exactly. People were like a bit.
Yeah, we're not in the Bronx, you know, like giving like, you know, 138th Street or something, you know,
Yeah, I
138.
know.
That was the name of this whole street.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, the whole block.
I'm actually giving my door number. I might as well give him the flat as well. You know, which one?
mate.
There's a Robbo.
There's a Robbo tag.
Yeah, Robbo up there. There's a
See,
Reed
like,
as
look,
well.
Robbo.
Fuel. Yeah, shower.
Fuel, ITC fuel in like the ochre, like the, you remember the red oxide can, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's that in the
Fuel, there's
pink
two
next to the
isn't it,
fuel?
though? There's a blue fuel.
Lower
up there.
or Cower. COWER.
Where's the mode?
But the ones underneath
Minos.
In the black.
Underneath, he's been dogged out. It's
Under the
Chrome
silk.
Angel's in black, and then there's a mode
Oh
that's
yeah,
dogged out.
yeah. The one in black.
How dare they?
And there's that ream at the end.
Yeah, Ream. I don't know. Do you remember? Is that
Vaguely,
Big Met
yeah.
Ream? Is that Big Met Ream?
I think there was a Piccadilly line ream. I think.
Do you remember Big Met Desire or
It's
whatever?
a weird half and long.
Because there was a Ream from the Big Met as well, wasn't there? Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coast to
Vague.
coast up there.
Look, there's more here.
And these
Info.
ones.
Yeah.
These ones are more modern though, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, these are
So, I mean,
more
look, there's
newer.
on the underneath of that, I mean,
Event. Diet.
there's a CB5 underneath
CB5
there as well.
in black, yeah. It's a
don't know who else
state
it
or something. I can't read them all.
Grovism. There's Grovism there. Is it
Grovism. I have to talk.
How did you get up
Hey,
there?
hey,
Did
we'll
you
have to
stand on a bus or something, or scaffolding, or just shit?
No. He was
ain't
just a
got the
lot
fucking
taller. He was just a lot taller.
Just rubble.
Yeah, how the
to
fuck
be
did you
honest,
get
I
up
ain't got the
there? How the
foggiest.
fuck did you get up
I
there?
ain't got the foggiest.
There's a diet reach
At some
on there.
point, there must have been something there that we all did that,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't there again.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what it was. You know, because we didn't. Well, we did have ladders, but I don't think to go all the way up. No, mind you, we did have ladders.
We
was
couldn't
doing
be
these things.
We
top to
couldn't be
bottom,
bothered.
was.
We couldn't be bothered
Damn,
with a
I
ladder.
didn't know that was a Robbo reach. It
Oh
shows
no,
up
I
really
brought
well on the
ladders
camera.
to
Dude,
Parsons
man,
Green.
what the light blue?
Yeah, I
Robbo.
couldn't see it.
Yeah.
But it's on the camera. It looks like
I
fucking
mean,
bright.
fucking what a
Well,
ledge.
it was tall as well, so it's even higher.
no, he just did that standing up. What a ledge, though, Robbo, mate. Rest in peace,
Salute,
mate. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
You wanted to shout out Arsenal as well. I know Robbo was a big gooner as well.
Yeah, big time
up
Arsenal,
Drags.
and we've done the.
Well, I
the
can't
Premiership.
go with that one. So, so I can't. That's it.
Right, let's drop the subject.
I'll step off from that one.
Is that your old throw up?
Which one?
ME.
No, that's an MK Mask KTC.
Oh, yeah, Mask.
Mask KTC.
Mask.
MK at Mask KTC.
You had one like that, didn't you? Small
Mate,
E.
mate, mine was much better than that.
Yeah, come on.
The vinyl, mate.
Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah,
Wait, hold on.
Gosh.
We came into a tune by, it's like a disco kind of edit by Cazbee and Coma, aka Richard Sen. You know, we had Richard on the pod.
Yeah.
He smashed it. He obviously spoke very highly of you, man.
Yeah.
So we came into
guy.
a tune called On the Run, if I remember correctly.
All right. Yeah.
I know, as Mean just pointed out, you know, you've got a dope record collection. I've seen you spin, I think maybe once or twice at the Size Doesn't Matter years ago. Years ago.
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
What is one of your most prided records that you have, if you want to reveal it? I know you got loads. One off. I'm saying one off.
Oh,
Doesn't have to be the one. One that stands out that you love.
I honestly, that's how crazy. But that's like, you know, when you have to say the Desert Island discs and shit.
Yeah.
And you got a collection of, I don't know, 10,000 records. That's fucking difficult.
I bet.
Or something like that.
Because it depends on your mood. It depends on the timing.
Could be anything.
It depends on
anything.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to go back for a record that I've literally had since I was young.
Yeah.
Like young and loved it from like, say when I was about 17, and I've got 3 copies. In fact, I've got to be Herbie Hancock, Headhunters, Chameleon.
Yes.
That LP, you know, it's jazzy, it's got breaks on it, it's all different stuff. Ooh. You know, so them sort of things for, you know, definitely a personal thing for me that, you know, that sort of, you know, I'd say, yeah, but, you know,
and the breaks. There's a classic break in there.
And, I mean, they're not worth $1 million or anything, but you know, for me, it's something, you know, because, you know, that was you know, 87, you know, the good thing about, say, you know, hip hop and stuff is, you know, we used to listen to old, you know, breaks tapes, you know, so it was all cutting up funk, disco, all those sort of things. So
them Zulu Nation tapes. Them,
and half the time, you know, you wouldn't know the rest of the record. You'd know 10 seconds of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's no internet, you know, to find out what the hell it was or whatever, you know.
No, of course, man. And people were very secretive back then. Like, it was like weapons they had in their cachet, and they didn't want to reveal it.
I mean, I had the original first pressings of the Octopus breakbeats, because a friend of mine went to New York and brought me back, I don't know, I think 5 of the volumes of them, and you know, there was like you know,
what was his name? Breakbeat Lou. Salute Breakbeat Lou. Is that put them together?
Oh right, okay.
Ultimate Breaks and Beats.
Yeah, these are the original ones, not with all the graffiti covers and all that sort of stuff.
The Octopus one, the
original Octopus, and they had, you know, all these Pussyfoot, you know, looking out my window, all these breaks, but I can't remember if they had the actual names of the people who did them. So you only knew the track name, but again, you didn't have no internet to search it up.
No, exactly. Yeah, you had to know or know someone who knows.
Yeah.
And even in record shops like Going Digging, they were quite secretive as well. Or you couldn't even explain what the tune was because, like you said, you'd only heard 10 seconds.
Yeah,
of it.
and then I remember going into, I think it was
where are we going?
Up that way, Groove Records. Remember Greek Street, Groove Records? It was on the corner there, and at some point they put down the list on their counter of all the names of the artists and the and the breaks, you know, off the compilations. So you know, you knew all of a sudden, oh right, nice. Mary was by, you know, the Monkeys or whoever. You know, now I know who to look. You know, trying to think. You know, I remember trying to think of what, you know, the break Yellow Sunshine. Trying to work out what the hell that was for years. Yellow Sunshine. You know, because they're singing about, like, to me it sounded like Blue is the colour, but it was like, because I was a Chelsea fan, I probably thought that. But it's probably just Groove with the colour, you know, Yellow Sunshine. I don't know that shit back then. So you're looking for a record that doesn't even exist. But I didn't know it was Yellow Sunshine. You know, them sort of things.
Yellow Sunshine.
Yeah, so trying to find them sort of things back then was next to impossible. You know, and you know, breaks DJs didn't give away the names of their breaks. That was a
it was highly secretive, man.
You know, you had the
what a tune.
And what was your connection to Plymouth? We did mention it briefly earlier, but did you move there or?
Well,
because you had some classic bits.
Well, 87, Grove was getting a bit. Well, not a bit. It always was a bit. A bit tetchy, sort of. You know, but it always was. You know, but it was. You know, it was coming on top. You know, there was a lot of steam in, you know, trains, robberies, all that sort of stuff. You know, Public Enemy concerts. But
exactly. The steaming.
It was. It was turning ugly.
Explain what steaming is to people who might not know.
Well, steaming was basically taking over a whole train carriage and just basically getting everyone on that
robbing
train carriage
everyone on the train.
to turn over their goods.
After say a Run DMC concert, that you get like a load of Grove youths, like little shallywhankers like running through the whole car and just going, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that.
But the worst part of it is they try to associate that with all the other street kids who are doing graffiti and stuff. So they all put it all into one big, you know, like
You
one
got lumped together.
Yeah, all in one sort of thing. And you know, I mean, obviously there was robbing going on and stuff like that. And I'll put this straight as well now because I've said the thing. I watched the other interview and I think Richard had said that everyone got robbed or whatever, including Cazbee, and that's I never got robbed.
Okay, you heard it here.
I never got robbed.
I never got robbed.
Did you ever do any
never
robbing
get-
yourself, or hold on?
Me neither. Oi, Grove lot used to come to me and go, show us your hands. I'd be like that. No rings, no nothing. I'd be like, you can have 10 Benson and a travel card.
Yeah, I never got robbed
That's
at
it.
all. Not in the graffiti years of coming down here. Never, not once.
Yeah, but that's because you
a
were
private
connected.
walk or whatever.
No, that's also because we were connected. You mentioned a couple of names within this area, and they'd be like, "Oh, right. When did you be?"
Yeah, but also, you know, they didn't care because they knew them from growing up with them. Yeah, but they knew them from school days or whatever they knew them from. Do you know what I mean? They knew them from then. I didn't know them. They didn't know me.
They knew them better than you know them.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, and they didn't know me, so I didn't know that. So the same sort of thing. So if they said to me, you know, oh, you don't know who I am, I said, well, you don't know who I am. You know, we're working on the same subject here.
You don't know who.
We're on the same level, bro.
Yeah.
You don't even know who I am.
We're the things, and what are you going to do? What, are you going to take my paint?
I remember two
Really?
guys trying
Someone
to
said
rob.
that to me online last week. You don't know who I am, bruv. And then he's offered me out as well online. Yeah. And I was like, you know, you've just said the two baitest things ever.
what?
Do you know who I am?
And then you find out it's like some 6-year-old kid or something.
Clearly not.
You know, they're playing some game or whatever they do online or say other things.
Did you ever rob anyone? Like for paint or something?
Yeah,
Or
I'll be honest, I'll be really honest now. I've smoked a lot of weed, so I can't remember.
he pleads the fifth.
No, I'll tell you one story.
I'll admit
me
to
and
the
Lone
weed.
on the Met line coming into from Grove to Latimer Road. Two geezers switched on us. We're two white kids bombing, right? We got turned on by these two
Lone PFB.
Yeah, Lone SBS.
Yeah.
Empty pockets. And we were like, no. And they were like, right, get off the train. We're like, no. Then we switched it on them and we're like, no, you empty your pockets, right? Suddenly they were like,
Turn it around.
hold on a minute, what?
Yeah.
This isn't meant to happen.
It sounds like that scene in like Crocodile Dundee or something.
Yeah, you call that
A knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
This is a knife. No, but we switched it, and then they basically just couldn't handle it and just jumped off the train and went, oh, and jigged out at Latimer
That's
Road.
it. That's how they say you
It's
stand
like,
up to a bully. They don't come
it's
back
like,
and bully you no
fuck
more.
you,
You just
yeah,
turn that
fuck
shit
you.
on them.
That's deep.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, to interrupt that epic episode of the Armshouse with Cazbee, none other than the Caz man.
In the Armshouse.
Can't believe it, we got him, man. It's so sick, a privilege and an honor to have him. He said he's up for a part 2, so if there's anything we didn't touch on or whatever, leave a comment below, let us know, and maybe we'll do a part 2.
He also desperate to put up AHC. We considered letting him in. He got in actually, didn't he? So
Yeah, we let him in the end.
we did the tube maps and he got in.
That's it. So if you leave a comment under this episode here, you could win a tube map, but we'll get to that on the episode by the end of the episode. But for now, we're doing an OCB ad read, our contractual obligations. Big up OCB every time. You know how we do now, party people. AHC, OCB, we're here. They're family. They look after us. We look after them.
To find OCB went to Connie.
Yeah, to God, yeah. One of the key points that sets OCB apart from other brands is its use of organic and sustainable materials in its products. The paper's range include OCB Ultimate, Premium, Virgin, like Themos's girl, Organic, Hemp, and Rice. OCB is the UK's fastest growing paper brand from Republic Technologies UK, most widely known for its range of roll your own smoking papers. Salute the OCB. Sorry, I'm naked. I got my nips out right now, man.
Organic virgin. Well, you got to be talking about organic virgins wrapped in on the inside thighs of organic virgins.
You know
That's
what?
how they make OCB papers.
I got the virgin here, man. Maybe I can
Cover your nips. Cover your nips. And the
cover my nips with the OCBs. There's more than one use for OCB. No, come on. They're gonna stop being our sponsor now, man. What the fuck was that? Yo, we got to pick a winner from last week's YouTube comment section. Every week, people have a chance to win some OCB goodies, a T-shirt, and all sorts of cool shit. This week's winner,
box of cool shit, literally cool shit.
Yeah, this week's winner is Strom1953, STROM1953 on the YouTube. He left a comment saying, "Water-based is really toxic. Just smell free." I think he brought that up because you said when you were doing the commission for Chase and Status, you were using water-based
paint on the basis that it had less toxic fumes.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just odorless. It's just as toxic. Yeah. It's just odorless.
It says toxic all over it, to be fair.
Yeah, so I thought that was a good, message there. So big up Strom. Hit us up, let us know.
To show that he was actually genuinely listening.
Yes. Let us know where to send you some OCB goodies. Let's go back to the episode. Before we go back in the episode, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Koma Richardson, friend of the podcast, Acme, and Keen AWE. They all kind of helped me. They sent me photos and visuals and some questions for today's episode, as well as Sholto. Obviously, I want to give Mean a big salute as well. He was big, helpful, as you can see through this episode.
Did he find his phone?
Yeah, he did. He did. It wouldn't have been the same without him, man. Mean really, he came in with all the
you were
gems.
a massive help, bruv. Like a massive help.
Yeah. Big him up and big up Kaz. All right, shall we throw it back to the episode theme?
Yeah, that was my outline, but we had me and Rio and Ice Free fucking all doing the same
doing
filling.
the same piece?
No, all filling in together, so he's doing his fades, I'm doing, trying to do my computer, it was just a miss, if I'd done it...
what do you call it, a conflict of interests.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but think about it, Rio, Ice Free, I remember meeting Rio and Ice Free, when I was fucking a nip star, right? And they gave me a poster marker on the insides, right? On the insides of a Little Met, right? And I met Ice Free and Rio, and they were like, yeah. I was with Lone, and they were like, yeah. I was like, oh my god. I went to do a tag with a poster marker, and I'd never used, like a large chisel like that, and I was like, I couldn't even use it. Yeah. But then from that, I eventually. You got to know how to use a poster marker. Yeah. But those two, Rio and Ice Free, would you not say that were like the G's at that time?
They was going around together. No, but some of the first tags I used to see from school-wise, going on, say, the trains and whatever, Grace.
Yeah,
so we see him on the Hammersmith around,
bad boy,
around Hammersmith. Grace and who was there was another Grace and somebody, I can't remember the other name of it. It was
Fury.
Grace and Fury. And it was done in this sort of like, not tag. It was a tag, but it wasn't done in classic tag style.
It was like more like a joined up one line style.
It was, like Futura's got his handwriting.
Grace and Fury were bad boys.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not sure about the piece in itself. Grace's
piece back in the day was pretty killer as well. He was like another. I'd put him up against.
Yeah, but you're like
yourself.
a graffiti historian. Like literally everything. Like
no. But I would put up Grace early doors because a lot of his pieces were done in bunt and
it was done in bunt.
It was all bunt.
Where is that? I really want to talk about that.
Westbourne Park.
That's where Fume had a double.
Now this is the first piece. This is the first piece.
That's the hut. That's the hut outside Westbourne Park.
That's the first piece after Paris. That's me doing it on Christmas Day. Yeah. 86. So you see, it's still 86. So see, that's 86 as well.
Yeah.
But I hadn't been to Paris. Yeah. Now look at the difference when I got back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't biting. It's just I had a different look on the. It was just different.
Emulating.
Were you the first to have a dub on that? Because that's always had a dub on it the whole of my life.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm not sure.
Do you know what? It's been bombed quite a lot. There's a chain. See, is that a chain throw up? Right.
Yeah.
It's been bombed quite a lot, but I think that DSS was like the proper actual
beginning of dubs.
Slick dub. Yeah.
Do you remember Fume had a dub on that for ages?
Yeah, but that's like 25 years later.
That was the way we used to get in from the station. We didn't come out the doors of the station. We would go to the end of the platform, climb over the fence, and we'd be under the flyover.
Done.
That was it. So on the way there, you might as well throw up or something.
DSS, the short shots was just you and Rio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say it was more me, but
Yeah.
you know,
Okay. Yeah.
but you like you know, not that you needed a crew, but it was always good to have somebody else. You know, like
of
we was
course.
always hanging around. Like it would always be me, Demo, Coma, you know, Scam. You know, we'd always have a little collective.
But I think
But we
DSS
was, in a way, was individuals.
The
if you know
short
what I mean.
shots wasn't the short shots more or less you and Rio like your little train campaign.
It wasn't. No, it was just. I don't know. It was hard to say. It's like. It was just like I said, just having sort of a crew. We had shot jackets because short shots. We had you know, everything had to go with sort of thing.
Like the shot puffers and that.
Shot jacket had a sure shot camera.
Let me see. Yeah, you're good.
Like had a sure shot camera. You know, everything sort of went with sure shots.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not
Sick.
childish minds, but you know, you just sort of like
of
everything
course,
has to
that's
be
hip-
related.
no,
to
that's
that.
hip hop.
No, but
Yeah, yeah,
DSS,
linking
the
everything.
short shots as a crew was be it 1, 2, or 3 of you, it was sick. It was sick.
Yeah.
Sure shots was literally me and Rio.
And
That
also,
was after that famous mission, no?
That was
the
after
New
New
Cross.
Cross. That was.
And you painted with Goldie at New Cross.
That was it that mission or the second one? Because we went there twice, a couple of times. The second time, I think, either the
When
first
you
time
did
we
the
get
Cazbee
rains.
joined up.
Yeah, that was we've got, but I'm not sure if that was after that.
okay, because
Was Foam
Because
the
Coma
one?
said you come back from a mission.
I think you all were, yeah.
No, but was Foam-
Rich Rage, Goldie, you, Cast, yourself,
Yeah. Was
and I
Foam
believe
there?
Coma as well.
There was Foam there?
Yeah, Foam's there.
There's photos.
Yeah, I
of
know
it.
he's there.
No,
but
no,
was
no,
he
no,
at
no.
the
There's,
last one?
there's photos of it.
Yeah.
I believe that there's Cast and Foam in the background.
Okay,
you
yeah, if it
doing
was
the
there, then that was
Cazbee.
it, then afterwards.
It was
He was just coming
photographed.
back to
It was
Grove,
photographed
basically.
by this, you know, this photographer who's quite well known. He went
Gus.
and documented it. Gus, yes.
Yeah.
Goldie, you, all of that, New Cross, and apparently the information from Richard Sen Coma, Bad Boy, was that this was done after you headed back after an all-nighter and rocked up to
What
these
it
pillars.
was is I actually
Let's
remember
use up
we
our
was on the
weight.
train and we was obviously looking out at, you know, the pieces that we've done or whatever, you know, on the walls and that. And we was looking at it and we saw, well, there's someone spraying on the pillar, you know. It's not graffiti because it was Zachy D and he was doing all these
Zachy D, that's
these
it.
eyes for the
Yeah. I remember it.
Sammy and Rosie Get Laid. That's what the film was with
Yeah.
I think the guy from Fine Young Cannibals.
Yeah.
He was the actor in it, I think, and that was he was doing the backdrop for that movie Under the
I know
Fire.
the
with these
two eyes,
and
the
all
two
that,
eyes.
yeah.
So you lot done the pillar in front.
Yeah, so we went.
With
What's
leftovers-
going on here?
with-
So
with-
we came over the back way, you know, of the stage, not up the thing. Went about, you know, who's this in our
patch, in
yeah,
our
basically,
patch.
and doing a whole pillar as well. Not just a little bit, you know. They're taking over the whole shit. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, he was like, Zachy D, right? Okay, like you know, like,
Chromies.
Yeah, like, shit was going on. You know?
But I remember in the Coma.
He gave us all the pain
in
for
the
it.
Coma, yeah. Apparently the red and all that was that's the story. Coma said that he threw you a load of paint, but the Caz there, which is Bad Boy,
Yeah.
the Coma up top, Simple Styles, the Foam. He threw you a load of paint to kind of help out and use up. But this was done on the back front of that yard mission. It was just like freestyle, like
Yeah, it was freestyle.
let's
Yeah,
drop a piece.
I think Zachy might have given us a pen and paper each, and just a quick thing, you know, because you could do things off your head, but you know that wasn't about just. This might be in a movie. I ain't doing a fucking dub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This might be something in the. I don't know whether it was. I've never watched the movie. But
Yeah, but looking at it, the Coma's like super slick.
because if you see,
simple
look
style.
at the tags all the way to the top. You see, this was a clean pillar still. You see, there's me. I think I put the almighty Cazbee or some crazy, like all the tags up there. Then I started taking the piss
Foam.
and writing foam and whatever, like silly. I said, if you ain't doing it, you know, because I was up there, but they ain't getting up to do the tag. So I put my name up there, so you know, trying to do it all like,
roll call,
make it look
roll
like
call.
they did it, but shit. You know,
Roll
just-
call.
You know, we was kids at the end of the day, you know, so.
But saying that, right, the Coma is his classic, you know, like his simple style, like
His go-to
greys,
outline.
Greys, pinks, like simple. Foams is foams, you know. Foam was always
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a bit loose, like with his he just made it up, kind of random, which I love. And then the Caz is the Caz. Like, look at that, how
You
busy it
freestyled
is.
that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
freestyled
yeah,
all
but
your
look
pieces.
at look at
Most of them were sketched out, but that was definitely a freestyle.
that's a freestyle. But look how fresh it is.
Nuts.
Yeah, but that's like, you know, lack of sleep. That's all crazy. You know, you're young, your mind's all crazy. You know, like.
I put the pink around the black.
That's when you're at your. That's when you're at your best.
Look, if you look closely, there's a red eye in there somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a red eye.
I know. Do you know what I think gives it away is the pink and black splodge around the outside.
That's not
round
black.
the outside. Round the outside.
That's the bunt green. Some dark. Remember the dark
Really?
green? That's green. That's dark. Whatever the paint he had, wasn't it? You know, at the end of the day.
Mate, that. Say no more.
See, that was under the bridge. At
Say no
Chelsea, that
more.
was.
Say no more.
Under
Say
the
no
book
more.
of Chelsea.
Chelsea under the bridge.
Right, that's what I'm
Stanley
saying about
Bridge.
going back to your like origins.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
but that's
like,
after. That's what I'd developed now. I'd changed my.
Yeah, but,
87?
that.
Yeah, this is all
that.
it must be.
No, seriously, Cazbee. Yeah, that to me is just like fucking.
I wasn't happy with that.
What?
I wasn't happy with a few of them, but. You know,
we're
prospectively speaking, when I looked back on them, someone said, "Oh, she could have." You know, like everyone does.
Yeah, of course.
You're going to criticise your own things or whatever.
We're our own worst critics.
Yeah, no, even like the Howard the Duck one, which everyone's like, I'm thinking, I should have just
what do
done.
you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What the Cazbee with a duck in the middle?
Yeah, like even the
mate.
Kazman. And I put fucked paint or something. It was fucked paint. I wasn't happy.
With what? Foam and rhyme. Foam and rhyme. The Kazman down on the line.
The thing is, most people won't notice.
I wasn't happy.
Most people won't notice mistakes.
Well,
That
there's
you
photos
notice.
of them, I think, aren't they?
Hold on.
Are they photos of them?
No.
They might be the original pictures.
Seriously, that to me,
Yeah, these might be the original pictures of.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Kazman.
Yeah, so that there, I think, doesn't it say up there fucked paint or something?
Yeah.
Or something, yeah.
And you got Rhyme from Amsterdam.
Rhyme.
And Foam
who's
was the
that?
other side. Foam,
Yeah,
Rhyme,
yeah.
Foam and you, yeah.
Yeah, now that night we was all going to the yards and I think it was around Christmas time or something, and it came on top on the trains because of the steaming. And I think we all had to jump off the train and we ran down the tunnel between Royal Oak and Westbourne Park because the train stopped in the middle.
As
we
you do.
knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
The police are coming
when the train
down.
pulls up, you're like, out the back door, see ya.
So we all ran down the thing, and I think there was a few more of us, but some of them who was with us wouldn't run through the carriage because there was all the steamers were there, and they knew the steamers from the same area, so they were, I'm not going through there. We'll stay on the train. So me, Foam, and I think Rome. We've just carried on straight through, and we ended up doing that night. They was originally supposed to be on trains.
Oh wow. Okay.
So hold on. What you lot scooted off the back of the train by Westbourne?
No, under the the underpass bit between Westbourne Park
and Paddington,
and
Royal Oak.
When it dips under,
so what you
can't see the cement thing.
I know what you're on about. So the tunnel, Westbourne and Royal Oak. What, you scooted out and wandered line through there?
No, because once they stopped there, we knew that they're phoning the police from there because there was the rest of the train was getting steamed.
Yeah.
You know, they was going through the carriage.
So hold on.
What I mean?
So what, you went out the tunnel through Westbourne and rocked down to
went down to
there and rocked those pieces?
Well, wait until the trains. We didn't get back on the train, did we?
Yeah.
We waited until the trains finished.
Yeah. But obviously that's a wise manoeuvre.
But that was for trains.
To dally away from the action and go further through Westbourne Grove and then rock those pieces. Because for me, that Kazman to me is just like fucking bad boy.
Yeah,
piece.
I did like them, but
the rhyme
didn't
piece
look the same as on my thing. You know?
But the rhyme is bad boy. Obviously from Amsterdam, the rhyme is bad boy. The
Kazman is the fucking.
The Kazman burns, mate. What paint did you have?
It's just ahead of its time.
That's a brown buntlack. There's some of those. Do you remember those little car paints, and they used to have a clear lid, and the colour would be like a
special, not Special K.
No. Auto K.
The lid would flip the colours.
Yeah.
I think that's what the
Auto
filling
K.
might. Yeah, the
Auto
filling might be.
K.
But I had the little small cans. I didn't really have the big ones because they used to be around Chelsea. There used to be like car showroom sort of things, and if there was a scratch or whatever on the car, then
yeah.
And I'd go
a little
and take-
brush.
I'd take
a little brush in the.
No, those were the smaller ones, but you actually had the actual aerosol ones, and then you had the ones with the brush.
Basically, it was Auto K. Do you remember you snapped the lid and it had like a patch up thing inside?
Yeah.
Auto K was the nuts.
Those were around just when I was starting. Those were still around as well, man.
Yeah, so I used all them, whatever. Like I said, whatever paint you could rack. You know, if you had buntlacks, you had buntlacks. But if everyone's using buntlacks, you're all going to look the same. All right, not style-wise, but colour-wise.
Yeah, but buntlack at the end of it got a kind of a timeline on it because we worked out.
Do they still do buntlack?
Nah. It's discontinued, man. Sadly, it's discontinued.
Well, you don't need it now,
we wouldn't
man.
know. We wouldn't be doing this right if we didn't chat to you about this piece.
Yeah, we're
What
not
do
too
you
far.
think?
Yeah, we're not too far from the pit where it used to be, man. R.I.P. the pit.
Now that one,
Because this is possibly the greatest bit
I
of
was living
graff
in London then when I did
ever.
that.
Oh, is it?
Do you know what I mean? For me,
What were you
anyway.
gonna say?
But you see, this is another crazy thing
greatest
as well.
bit of graff
At
ever.
the time, I was just doing a piece.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just doing a piece. I didn't think, oh, this is going to be, you know, whatever. So people are going to look at this and say, wow, years. That only came when I saw it on the internet.
But saying that, right? Seriously, that
It's a top to
Cazbee,
bottom,
the Cazbee
full background.
Seriously,
No, that's not my background. That's that's a mess.
That's a left behind. That's a left behind.
I went over whatever piece was there.
Listen, no, Cazbee, that to a generation.
So he's
and
looking
to-
at the piece differently. I'm thinking, oh, it was the fucking background that made it for me.
It's definitely not. It's definitely the letters. Definitely the letters.
Let me finish quickly. That piece there, that Cazbee piece with the Donald Duck central
Howard
character.
the Duck.
So it's Howard. Okay. So the CAZ, the B being the Howard, the EEE at the end, the EE at the end.
E.
Right. Seriously, that piece to me, to these guys, to a whole younger generation
Two generations.
in this section of London.
It's crazy.
Beyond that piece, I think influenced and changed the game. I'm being honest.
that's-
I'm being honest.
And that's mean saying that.
Yeah,
do you
but
know what I mean?
that's what
I'm being honest.
Well, thank you for that.
No,
Thank
you know that. You know
no,
that.
but
You know
at
that.
the time I didn't know that. It's my whole point. At the time, I'm just doing
It was
another
just a piece. It was just a
I'm just
piece.
doing another piece. All my pieces were just another piece.
You
Yeah,
must
yeah,
have
yeah,
stepped
yeah.
back and thought, fuck it.
No, in my head I always thought,
absolutely
well,
smash
I used to
that.
say to myself when I looked at other people's pieces and think, well, you know, we've all got the same things to look at or influence ourselves with. You know, I haven't got no special, you know, things. So how can you not get anything in perspective for one?
Yeah.
Perspective has got to be, for me, a main
Yeah.
part of your graffiti. You know, your letters have to be in perspective, for
Yeah.
God's sake. You know, like, make sure they're in some sort of line.
Everything's in sync.
Some
It's like,
flow,
No, you do a
whatever it is.
format. If you do a 4-letter, a 5-letter, you do a format of bang, bang, bang.
I mean-
they're the same size.
I mean, I've got some books up there. There's graffiti, but I've got what I used to use. I used to use old, like, I used to look at books of like typography from the 50s, you know, from old
Yes,
advertising.
yes,
you know,
yes,
how
yes,
they used
yes.
to do. You know, it's a stamp. Your name was your stamp.
There was
So-
rules to the typography. At the end of the day, if you're
Yeah.
going to have the hole in the A there, and then the hole
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
thing has to
What-
kind of
digital
line.
letters.
What
you know,
does
all
he
these
say?
things,
What does
you
he
know.
say? There's rules to this game. I wrote me a manual, step by step.
pamphlet for you to get.
Biggie.
No, but that was.
But it was. There was a rule.
This one here is
why
the
the
size
How-
of a carriage. That one.
But wait, why the Howard the Duck? Where did that come from? Like, kind of.
Because that wasn't. He was part of hip hop, wasn't he? In the graffiti world, wasn't he? I'm sure.
I'm sure there was a few.
Lee. Let's
Oh,
say
Lee did it. Yeah, Lee.
Lee.
No, I'd say
Lee
Cazbee
Quinones.
over Lee.
No, Lee
You know what I mean?
Quinones.
Cazbee done it first.
He did the lines. Cazbee done it before Lee Quinones.
Yeah.
No, there's the
You
famous
said
one.
so on the Armshouse podcast, yeah?
Lee Quinones, you're a biter, man. You're a biter. Although you did it like about 15, 20 years before, you still bit that shit.
that is a
I
mental
went to Lee
film.
Quinon's exhibition when I was still at school, and that was in
Riverside Studios.
85. Yeah,
Riverside Studios.
I went there. Yeah. 'Cause it was
Hey.
across the road from my school.
Yeah, killer.
I went in there, yeah.
Do you remember going in there?
But
mate?
none of it was graffiti.
It wasn't graphic. It was all like
artsy
weird
fucking
like
things.
characters. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
It was all just art shit.
I know.
I won't say. Is it filming?
Yeah.
No, we took the video of the original uncut Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because that was being showed on there. And it was on a big fucking, I don't know what these cassettes are. It's not your normal VHS, but they was big motherfuckers.
BR.
No, it was
Not even BR,
those
yeah.
other industrial, you know, it was an
Yeah,
industrial film. I don't think it was out then.
Well, you lot
You
robbed
nicked
it.
it.
Yeah.
His face changed.
yeah, we had nothing to play it on though. We never got to watch it.
There's no format you can buy that will ever fucking
Unless you
play
was in the
it.
game. Unless you was a professional in that game. You know what I mean?
Have you still got it?
No, as mad as it is. I don't know what
hilarious.
happened. How that went missing, I think, from a guy from NME. I think he somehow got it.
Yeah, but imagine if
NME.
you could get it transferred into like mod now.
Yeah. No, but you couldn't get it now with all the extras now. You know, when the Star Wars originally came out, it didn't have all the extra bits, you know, it came out as that. Now, if you get it, it's a, I don't know, 25th
Yeah,
anniversary.
but these two
It's
pages,
got
these
all the
pages,
extras
cheaper.
with it. But when
Oh,
they,
yeah.
Cheap.
when they,
I know.
they had
Mate,
everything.
Cazbee.
And you still got it? No, that.
No, it's got, yeah. You
need
talking
to-
about 85.
Yeah, I
man.
photographed every single page of this. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
going to do it now.
Chiba.
I'll do it another time.
Yeah. And I don't know if you will, you know,
Plymouth.
yeah, you pick up on this, but literally every character I had, you'll see what they.
Zoo, yeah.
Every single one. That's my whole point. That's why maybe that was another thing that made me different.
And the
'cause I
word
was
Chiba.
not stoned all the time, but you know, my Chiba's weed.
It made you.
Yeah.
So
Chiba.
Wait, hold
I
on.
got
Hold on,
the
hold on.
Chiba.
So you're trying to say, like, because you were, you know, smoking weed. Everyone was smoking weed or hash or whatever, but
Yeah.
you were like more into it, you're saying, than the rest.
Yeah.
And you think that
I
maybe...
don't know maybe the rest, but I definitely, you know,
But do you think
definitely helped me.
Do you think it?
I'm
So that
sure.
helped you be a bit looser, a bit more experimental, a bit more pushing.
No, but also
boundaries?
I'd listen when I'm doing my outlines. I'd listen to hip hop, obviously, at the times, but I'd also be listening to the Doors. I'd be listening to Jimi Hendrix. Like if you see some of the pieces, it says,
funk.
"Excuse me while I kiss the sky."
The
That's Jimi
70s funk.
Hendrix.
The 70s
Yeah,
funk.
but that's what I was listening to a different sound. Of
Cazbee, Mandrill,
man.
Earth, Wind and Fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you name it.
Yeah, I did what you know when you see in Wildstar and they're all sitting around and they've got the cassette playing. You wanted to sort of copy that.
Emulate it,
So you're just sitting in your own same little room with that cassette playing, doing your sketches or whatever shit.
That's one of my favourites as well.
Yeah. See again.
Sheba, Cazbee, and the Cazbee.
A lot of the pieces, even though I've done so many not so many, but on walls, in mind they were for trains.
Yeah. This looks like it as well.
Yeah. Window down, that sort of size, that sort of
That's
quick
exactly what I'm
letters.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh my days!
Yeah.
So quickly, can I? You done Farringdon one time, innit, with Hate and Crane, innit?
That's the one
You've done a
where we loads
Cazism.
them. Yeah, that's what
Remember,
loads
you've done a
of us.
Cazism. I was saying to these lot, wasn't it? You, Hate, Crane, or Demo?
There was loads of us.
Yeah. Didn't you lot rock in there, and then you ended up rocking up with Shutu, Excel? Like you ended up with about 15 a year or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There was loads of us.
Yeah.
But another thing as well is I knew a lot of them people, but I also didn't know them. Other writers are more affiliated with these people, from other parts of things. Not that I kept myself to myself, but I wasn't really.
Them lot of bum licking.
Like,
you don't need to do that. You know what I mean? You don't need to do that, bruv. Everyone knows Cazbee, bruv.
Yeah, but at that time it was different. They know now through the internet or whatever. But back then, maybe they travelled and thought, there's a piece of here and whatever. But I didn't know this stuff.
But is that right? Is that right? A load of you rocked up into Farringdon. I think a mishmash of like say you Hate Cade, whatever, come into the yard and you randomly bucked up with XL, Shoe, and about 15 of you rocked the whole of Farringdon, right?
Yeah.
Next day it all run to Hammersmith Yard.
Battered
it ran, but it ran to Hammersmith Yard and then all got buffed.
Yeah, I don't know who took them pictures. Did I ever get a picture of my train? That Cazism train one.
It's out there, but as far as I know, you lot battered the yard so badly, I think it all got fucking terminated and run through
do you know the crazy
Hammersmith Depot, and then it all got scrubbed.
Shall I tell you the crazy thing is, if you have to think about it, right? If you think about, say, if you want to go all crazy about stuff, like back in the day, we used to get into the train yards, right? And it was piss easy. It was piss easy. You could climb in and go through someone's garden. You get arrested probably going through the garden because somebody said, "Oh, you're doing the garden, not the going in the train yards." But we used to do. It was piss easy. Now, if you look at a different way of like with we could have blown up the whole underground if we fucking wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Looking at it now, They are
if
lucky. We were terrorists.
And we was only
painting.
painting.
We were terrorists, mate.
Do you know what I'm saying? They should count themselves grateful that we were just painting.
Yeah, well, exactly.
We were doing an innocent thing of decorating a train side.
Making them look nice.
That one.
Yeah.
That was the one, the outline from Bio.
From Bio.
Let me see.
About 85 that was.
Yeah.
So that was his outline. And obviously with my, the feelings of London, like I said, loads of colours, highlight, but where he done me the outline, I thought, okay. But I still hadn't even progressed.
Yeah.
I was still, still doing, I was developing, but
No, but you can kind of see that.
Rome weren't built in a day.
You can kind of see that. The BEE. It's like kind of classic font.
Now that's New Cross. That was when rained off. See, that's what I'm saying. There was two. There was twice we went there. There was that one, and then there was the other one with the Coca-Cola one.
Yeah.
So that was the New Cross, maybe the week before. Or
that was with Coma as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he did like a
with the
one.
sort of swirl.
There's the one.
Yeah.
There's the one. There.
Well,
yeah, that one. Yeah,
that's the
That's the
Coca-Cola one.
And at that time was with you was Goldie, Rich Rage. Rich was there, wasn't it? There's photos of Rich, like he looks about 15 or something.
He's younger than that.
But that's the one. That's the one.
That's two of them there.
I think there's Cast there, Foam, you, and then there's other photos of Rich.
That's a good picture. That is.
That is a bang.
Which yard is that? New Cross.
New Cross.
Let's get.
That's a professional photo, isn't it? That's Gus.
Yeah. He documented. Yeah.
What was your favourite yard?
I didn't really have one, to be honest with you.
You
I
should
didn't
have
have one.
said. You should
I
have
like
said.
Parsons,
No, you
who's
should
down
have
the
said.
road from me.
You should have said. Wait, you should have said my yard.
How many times did you do Parsons? Was it like going there every weekend?
Nah, I wasn't that prolific in the. You know, I reckon I probably got chased off more than or prevented.
Really?
You know, prevented. You know, like oh no, it's on top, or not chased as such. Like oh no, it's on top. Let's go, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, cleaners ain't left, or
Yeah.
you know, there was a bit. You know, whatever, and just. You know, you just don't do it. You know, a few times we got stopped, and you know, we had paint, and you know, get pulled in, and then, you know.
Which one did you do? The bit by the park or the bit by the
For Parsons.
yeah platform?
The platform bit I got chased off in the day. I did that with chain in the day. That was
It was that sound. Oh, it's your phone.
not
is that-
mine.
Oh, someone's phone. Okay. Good.
Yeah, that end, the other end, and that's a quite a mad story, that one as well, because that's the first time I actually got properly caught. So
yeah, go on, tell us that.
Where was this?
Normally I'd go over
Parsons.
Ilbrook Common bit.
Yeah.
There, I'd just go over the fence and whatever, and I just do that. I think there's a piece there somewhere, and
There
I'm
is.
actually climbing over
Yeah,
the fence.
yeah, I knew that with the short
yeah,
shots.
there you go. Now I'm there in the background. You can see somewhere climbing over.
It's like Spider-Man.
Yeah. And that's Rio, his take on Howard the Duck.
Oh, the Howard the Duck. That was such a mental
and
film.
all the
as well.
letters
I
are
don't know if
mine.
I don't know if you've seen that film recently, Howard the Duck. It's
Shit.
nuts.
It's the
Yeah,
shittest film
it's
ever.
so fucked.
Like, he doesn't even look like, he looks like a paper mache sort of duck.
It's so fucked.
This one,
This
as well,
wanted
you can see,
back
I think
top to bottom,
there's
yeah.
a ladder. We brought the ladder.
There's a ladder.
That was the Goldie mission, right? New Cross.
No, this is all Parsons Green.
Parsons.
These are Parsons Green.
86.
That D reminds me of the Dondi, the famous
That's what
Dondi
we
piece.
by them times, you know, Subway Art, you know, this is what we're looking at, how to do a top to bottom. You have to do in big letters, you know, big chunky letters. You know, that's my outline. You know, again, Rio loved all his fadey sort of thing, so he did a majority of the thing. But that used to be a thing. If you haven't got an idea of, okay, I want you to do this over there and do that over there, they're just going to go ahead and do what they want to do with how they do their style, and before you know it, you've got
Yeah, it's all a bit.
so just stick to doing your own piece.
Yeah. So wait. You went to Parsons and you were getting raided.
Oh yeah.
Came on top.
You almost got caught. Or you
Oh
did
right.
get caught.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Ilbrook, I used to go over that
Ilbrook
time. That was
Common.
all fine. And then another time, I think Chain had, I bumped into him or something, and because he only lived down the road, and he said, "Yeah, you come and do a train or something. We'll do it in the day." I was like, "Okay." I hadn't really done it in the day, you know. Like he said, "No, but the way you said that it does this lay-by in
Yeah.
Parsons Green." The driver goes off for a couple of hours and then it comes back for the rush hour. So, okay, cool, we'll do that. No worries. So I got my paint together, done whatever's. He showed me the way in. We went through a couple of gardens. Got in there, started doing my piece. I did a Mr. Caz. It was like a beige car plan and all this. It was a decent piece.
This is the
Mr.
bit next to
Caz.
the platform, not the Ilbrook Common side.
No, it's by the platform, but it's at the end of the platform. It's just sort of shunt down the sort of side bit.
It's like a layup behind the platform.
Yeah. You used to go down there.
No, that was it. They used to pull them up, and it would be like an hour and a half. They'd terminate them there, and loads of people like yourself, feud, like loads of writers.
Let him continue the story.
Go on. Sorry.
So I did a Mr. Caz piece, and I'm not sure if Chain was actually doing a piece or if he was just looking out, you know, because he'd showed me, yeah, come here, you know, whatever. So I did the piece, Mr. Caz, and then, you know, time went by. The train driver came back to do his shift and see him walking down. He weren't bothered, but it was like, you know, we panicked. Obviously, you see him. He was just carrying on his work, whatever. He didn't chase us, didn't know. But we fucking, you know, boom, over the fence. Just got, you know, back then I used to wear an MA1 green flight jacket, you know, with the orange inside and all that sort of thing. Yeah. So I thought, okay, I've got to fucking flip that round, you know, change my thing, you know, carried on walking down the King's Road. And Chain back then, you know, he had a big sort of Afro type hair and whatever, you know, he stood out. I probably stood out with this fucking fluorescent orange jacket. Like an idiot. Yeah, so anyway, the police car pulled up next to us, just random, you know, pulled out, your descriptions come up for a burglary. I said, burglary? Yeah. I was like, yeah, burglary. You spotted jumping through the gardens. You know what I'm saying?
Gardens.
So I thought, wicked. I know I ain't done a burglary.
Yeah.
Do me for the burglary.
Get done for a burglary.
But
better than getting done for a train.
Yeah, but no burglary had been done.
Yeah, so you can't get
So
new for it.
so I thought
You're bullshitting. Yeah.
I thought result. No, but the neighbours had seen us jump in the gardens. There wasn't a bullshit. They just thought, we must have burgled. So anyway, I thought like, okay, cool. That's they think burglary. So anyway, we got to the thing. Chain's dad turned up and whatever. And before you know it, we was down there doing graffiti. I played simple when I used to play down the tracks and whatever, dressed in army outfits.
The classic.
Yeah, then the following week I got caught again. That story went to the pits.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Doing that Cazism piece at Ladbroke Grove Station. I was
yeah.
like, oh, I thought you said that.
That's another gem, right?
Yeah,
Right,
that's another gem.
Hold on. Ladbroke Grove platform, was it Crane, you, who else? Rio, Scam. You all done each end, didn't it? You've done a Cazbee one end. Crane done.
I think I got us caught.
K done the opposite side, didn't he?
$500,000.
That's the Boogie one, isn't it?
Yeah, bad boy.
That's what I said.
But we got to give a salute to Scam, since we're in his manor as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and he's a
Scam.
legend
Got
around these
plenty of
parts.
stories
So.
with Scam as well. We've done lots of stuff.
But wasn't it you one side and then Cade the other side and then them lot did the other ends of Ladbroke Grove platform? Yeah, on the red brick, the original platform. Yeah,
but I think
oh
I
my
got us
God.
caught. When I've looked back on it now, I think it was where I did my piece. You could see us from the flyover. You couldn't see the others on the flyover because they was at the other ends.
Right.
But my end, the very last end, if you was on the flyover, you could say, "What's he doing there at 3 a.m. spraying a thing?" Yeah. And that's what the police did. They told us how they caught us. They said we was plotted up for an hour watching you.
What you lot got bagged?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I got caught last. They'd all blamed it on me because they thought I'd got away.
Yo, man. Listen,
As the greatest writer of all time.
No, you can't say that.
I mean, I can say that.
Yeah, you can say what you can say what you want.
You know, Femos is a major fan, and so am I. We all are. Right, but this man here has always rated your style, and I think you inspired a lot of us, like style-wise and feels, and like to do the full,
letter-wise,
to do the letters, like the semi-wild letters, the characters, the
arrows flowing off,
the full Monty, the funk.
Yeah, but like I said before, when I was doing it, that's what I thought graffiti was, and I thought everyone knew what graffiti was, and I couldn't understand how no one could see what I was seeing or do. You know what I mean? If you understand.
Yeah. But what you're talking about is your toy phase was like 5 seconds. Basically.
We was all toys. Yeah, we was all toys.
But mine.
We was all toys
about 5
amongst
years.
toys. We was all toys amongst toys. You know,
So was I.
His point is, we all were toys, obviously, at one point, but you got quick really fast.
Right. Okay.
Is that
Good,
because
really
you
quick.
had a natural talent for drawing anyway?
Well, yeah, that could be
You
a
was
thing
always
as well.
a good, at drawing.
Yeah, from
and
school,
that
I think.
immediately kind of translated into the
But
graph
did you see
stuff
in?
and the
Sorry.
photos.
Yeah, there's drawings at the back, the characters at the back.
But I wanted to say as well, since we're all praising you about your style and everything, was there any pieces that you looked at and went, rah, okay, I got to step my game up and kind of...
Not in the UK.
Not in the UK, so it's all from where?
I'll be on it.
Paris?
Show me a writer better than my man from the
It'd have been
UK.
New York.
Yeah.
Bio, Brim, like these kind of people. Yeah,
certain ones like that.
Okay.
You know,
So what you're saying is you battered everyone in the UK. Basically, there's no one better than my man Cazbee. That's what I'm saying.
Well, so there was never a time when you were painting next to someone, you were like, rah, okay, because everyone's on battle mode regardless whether it's a battle or not. Everyone's on battle mode. And you're like, I got to step it up.
What about with Rhyme? Rhyme down on the Acklam track sides with Rhyme and Foam.
No.
I'm not being conceited and big-headed about it, but I'm telling you the truth.
Be honest, man. That's it.
I'm telling the goddamn truth.
No, not that I'm saying because I was good or anything like that. I didn't look at it like that. I just wanted, if somebody wanted to battle, even if I wasn't good, I'd still battle. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's a thing, isn't it? You just go ahead and do it, wouldn't you?
What about Cast? Because Cast is another guy that got highly rated, but then I've
everyone.
also heard that he...
Everyone.
Lads. What about someone like Cast? Another guy who's very enigmatic, no one's really heard, he has no online presence.
Yeah.
He's done some classic pieces that everyone kind of lords over a little bit to this day. Even back then, he wasn't like someone you were like, right, okay, someone I'm competing with. Nah.
Yeah. You got to that sort of... Not that you got to a stage, it's just...
Yeah. It wasn't about that.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't about I'm going to burn that piece, I'm going to do this piece. I was just doing my piece.
Yeah.
If somebody came to me and said, well, I'm going to battle you for that wall or whatever, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It was that simple. But it wasn't...
Nine times out of 10. Wait, 9 times out of 10. I'm not just bigging you up, yeah? Oi.
So I think that was probably one of the last outlines I sort of just drew sketch sort of thing.
Cazbee, I'm not just bigging you up, yeah? You, everyone in this room, all of us, were inspired, and you had like a style early doors, I think you just had a style that just like kind of burned most.
For West London,
You got it. You got it locked down, like the arrows, the font. You know, like the CAZBee.
Yeah.
The font. You know, we were talking
Like
earlier.
Howard's.
You know, we were talking earlier about. You know, when you've got your like say Bando or one of them Paris lot. You know when you've got your letters locked down, each letter is like equally marked out, and it's like even size, and then the links between it, the colours that run through it.
Yeah.
But that's natural talent. I think your eye. People have just an eye, like photographers. Some people just know how to frame a fucking photo. They just have a natural eye.
Choice of colours, that's another thing.
Yeah.
You know, knowing what colours go with what,
Yeah.
or you can, some colours won't go with other colours. And oh, that looks a fucking mess.
And you
or-
were saying you were
or something.
reading books, like and seeing books of fonts and because a lot of people was trial and error. They try it, it'd be shit, and then they try again.
Yeah.
But you had some sort of theory behind you as well.
Yeah. Well, looking at, like I said, like like books of like typography and all that, seeing that it was all in a uniform.
Yeah.
You know, it's a brand. It's like your name is your branded, so to speak. You know, so at least make it look good. For God's sake, what are you selling here? I remember just going back, watching Buffalo Girls video and watching Dondi do the Buffalo Girls piece and things like that. If you see that one in there, that TFR Tough, I'm using the same colours as that fucking Buffalo Girls, the orange and because that was the inspiration sort of thing.
Min 1 and Shy 147.
Shy 147, yeah. But I didn't see. I don't think anyone's. Well, obviously New York people did, but he died quite early, didn't he? Shy
It was Mayor's brother.
No, Mayor's brother, I think, as far as I know, was Kel.
Sorry, I got confused.
I met Mayor in 86.
M-A-R-E. Are you Mayor? No, I'm M-A-R-E.
Yeah, the way we know it over across here.
And how is anyone going to stand out from anyone else if you're all doing the same stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How can you get better? Say with a footballer, how's he going to get better at that guy doing free kicks unless he just stays out there doing more? Or, it's about practice or whatever. You have to. I don't know. Obviously, people are more talented than others. Naturally gifted or whatever it is. I'm not saying I'm one of them. That's far from what I'm saying. But
but
my whole point
that is
we all
apparent,
have the same Bibles to look at. We all have the same books, the same pictures, the same movies, the same backdrops in Beat Street, the same whatever you saw. And watching old New York chasing, like films from the 70s. There was always graffiti in the background. If you was lucky enough to have a video record it, you might be able to pause and go, "What the fuck does that say?"
Rewind.
Can I get your opinion then? Because that was back then when it was limited, the books and the stuff that we had.
Big time.
But now it's the complete opposite.
And it all
now
looks
there
the
are
same
some
to me.
people
And it all looks the same to me.
It all looks the same, yeah.
Well,
in London, or you mean like I'm talking online? Like you can see Graff now in Brazil. In Atlanta.
Oh no, I'm glad
Germany.
with the worldwide thing, but a lot of the styles that I see, I mean, some of them I think, wow, like fucking hell, is that done in paint and shit like that?
Yeah.
But then I think, well, and then I turn over and over and go, oh right, it's the same style though. And I go, oh, same style then.
He's doing the same thing.
So it's like it's like when was it Dame or someone started doing that weird free? Then everyone was doing that
3D,
thing,
yeah.
or 4D or whatever it was. But then all of a sudden everyone was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah. There's different trends that come and go.
That's what I'm saying. They'll
but there
all
are
do
some
the same
people
things.
who might look back and go, all that old school shit looks the same to me as well.
Well, it does because we was very limited.
That's what I'm saying.
We was very limited on what we had to view or whatever. Now, like I said, with these paints, they're doing like crazy fluorescent yellow outlines that glow in the dark.
There's nuts shit now.
Where did you even get that paint? Like, because you couldn't get that. I remember seeing cars coloured like that.
Yeah, exactly. No. Now it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Just the graffiti paint.
Exactly. Paints, pens, nibs, tips, everything. Back in the day, trying to get a nozzle.
Yeah.
Off
your mum's cabinet got raided.
Oven cleaners, whatever. It didn't matter. If you was lucky enough to get an American aerosol of any type, they'd have the old school. What you saw in the red ones, different ones with the lines down. Arnold. The
female and male,
and you could take them off.
Yeah.
With our ones, they was already stuck in. You couldn't take them out.
And then you get a bollocking because you break your mum's can.
Exactly. Damn, yeah, loads of different, so we're, trying to find something to do a thin outline with was now you just buy a fucking bag of 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Thin outline nozzles.
Yeah. Skinny caps.
Calligraphy ones or whatever.
Yeah.
Back then you was trying to carve things and
So is there no one about now that you've seen, not necessarily in London, but I'd love to hear your opinion on London, one or two names that you've seen about a lot that you think, okay, that they're holding it down, they're doing their thing.
As in what, piecing or as in tags?
In any way, it could be bombing, it could be
I've seen
in
loads of tags out there, loads of things, but it's hard to say. I mean, what?
Because you're about quite a lot. I mean, I don't want to say what you do, but you're out on your bike and you're quite
I get out quite a bit, and I do see a lot of names around. But then I think as well, like, are these just bombers or are these pieces? Because I see some pieces and all that, and like I said, a lot of them just look the same to me. I'll stop sometimes and go, wow. Yeah. But then I'll go around the corners. Oh right, okay, that one looked the same. You know, the initial one, wow. Yeah. But then afterwards, then they all start amalgamating into looking the same to me. It's like,
are you keeping your eye on?
I get bored very
tubes
easy.
Getting done. Keeping your eye on trains.
There's been a bit of a renaissance in the past couple of years.
Not because I don't really get on the underground or anything like that anyway. But I've seen what those, like the carriage ones, you know, the British Rail, but what are those other ones you see, the carrying coals and whatever, and the freight trains. I've seen a few of them, like, you know, and one goes over a bridge or something. Oh, right, okay, like.
No names that stick out that you could think of? You don't have to if you don't want to, but.
What, as in good or bad?
Either. You don't have to say. I mean, obviously, we don't want to be negative.
No, I mean, I'm sure you've all seen names up there and all that, and they're all around a lot, and then you probably have the same opinions as me.
Yeah, probably. probably.
I'll let you answer that one.
But who's up then? Like, let's say stay positive.
That I see what and I'd say was good and it's worth doing it. Yeah. I don't know, to be honest with you. I can't answer that because I don't really look at it that much. Okay. To me now, a lot of the tagging just looks like a load of I'm going to say it's shit.
Okay.
Oh, because there were hand styles back in the day meant a lot.
And throw-ups.
Now they don't throw-ups.
I see these silver dubs or whatever they are and throw-ups and all these, like, the guy must have abseiled or hung off a building. I think you're risking your life for that.
Oh man, there's been some good ones, but you're right.
No, I'm saying what I've seen. Of course, there's obviously good stuff out there, but what I've seen, and I think to myself, really, you hung off a bridge one-handed or whatever you're doing to do that.
Absolutely.
So you're going to be more famous for falling off it.
But it's more of sometimes the spectacle of it. So even if the style isn't all that, but dude hung off a building, so people are wearing their pants just over the building thing, as opposed to the style, because the style you still place in. The whole point is style. That's the point. Yeah.
Style. I'm, you know, without being rude or disrespectful to anyone out there, but some of them it looks like they're done by 6-year-olds.
I think style has
with
been
spelling difficulties.
It's been pushed to the wayside.
Graff Critique, because that's all we get.
Well, we're going to do a
hold on. We were going to come to that.
So he's just going to go in.
Me and you battling.
Oh shit!
Yeah. MEAN and Cazbee battle.
Let's do it now. Let's go.
What are we talking about? Drinking? What are we talking about here?
Drinking.
Doing throw-ups. Let's start with throw-ups.
What? Who goes all city first?
No. Who's
He's going all city, mate.
Who's just best at throw-ups?
Probably you.
I mean, you've got one of the best throw-ups in
I got
this throw-up.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. The Cbee 53.
Jesus Christ.
The Cbee with the
hairstyle. Is that a Lucille Ball hair?
That's actually a Kangol.
A Kangol.
You know, the old school flat cap ones pulled backwards. And because I had a tail as well back then, you know, it was all rock steady and shit like that.
Oh, and you had a little tail with that?
That's supposed to be me with a fucking Kangol out or something like that.
Sick.
Yeah.
And you obviously, you're tagging, and everyone had their tag, and you could kind of tell if someone was from East London or someone was from North. You could tell from their tagging style, right?
Yeah, some of them I look at and I think, at the time I did think they looked good. So I suppose it's no different from what people are doing now. They think it looks good, but to someone else it's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's all in the viewer's eye, I guess, how they think or perceive things to be. Yeah, exactly.
For sure. But I just want to get this in the bag, if that's all right, lads. We do a thing here on the podcast. Every week we have people who listen from Australia, from London, from Glasgow, from all over the shop. And they send in their graffiti for us to critique it. Like you said, it's subjective, but there are some things that are good, some things that are bad. They like us to go in and be honest.
Okay, so you want straight up honesty?
Straight up honesty. The more honest, the better.
Let me just roll this.
Yeah, cool.
I'll jump in.
So people send in their
Let
graph.
me hear what you guys are saying first.
We can be nice. We can be nice.
So people, no. We'll be honest. It's not about nice or not nice. Just be honest, man. That's it. That's what people want
exactly.
from us, yeah?
Exactly.
So people keep sending in your graph. You can send it via the email or the DMs on the Instagram. The links are below.
Will it come out? Is there like a rough edge?
I don't care.
Lads, come on. The first one sent in is by this guy. He writes Steezy, I think. Steze. You can't be writing Steez in London, my mate. But I don't even know if this is London. It looks kind of could be London. Black outline, pinks and beigey pastel colours going through, a couple of cracks. He's got some tags in there. Looks like 2026. Couple of stars and schemes going through it. My initial look at it is it's a bit wonky. It's all right.
The perspective.
Like he's competent. Lads, please. The perspective is all right. It's cool. He's competent. He knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's throwing a few tricks to the trades in there and something like that. The letters though, they're too fat in some places. The S goes a little bit
Yeah, but that's what I was saying
wobbly.
with the perspective of it. It's like it's not in. It's not uniform.
It's not uniform. Yeah, the gap between the E and the Z there is
It's not
too
uniform.
big.
There's no real swing. You know, with the colours, not so bad. You know, he's kept it simple, simplicity, which is always a good thing for
Less
me. I
is
think.
more.
Well, then again, I think some of my ones I think, well, really, and I'm trying to say about simplicity. And I put some fucking crazy colours but that to me, it's not the worst.
No, exactly.
I've definitely seen worse
Can I
out
have
there.
a quick look?
Of course, here we go.
Right.
It's definitely not the worst. I've definitely seen worse. But when you were saying to me about things I've seen around, I've
I'll
definitely
be honest.
seen
I'll be honest.
100%.
In a very short description and
FLS.
critique on it. I think it's pretty good. Actually, it's like
That's what I mean, isn't
like the beige green phase throughout. Like it's like alternate up down fade. Letters are outlined all right. One line around it.
Jesus Christ, it's like dissecting.
Yeah.
Letters ain't that. You know, they could be more stylized. It could be a bit more interesting. The only letter that lets you down there is the S in my eyes.
Yeah, the S has
the
gone a bit off.
TEZE looks shocking.
So you're saying change your name just to tease?
Rocking. But if the S sank more like in the style of the STEZE, then you would be.
Are you telling him to get rid of his S and just call himself Tezzy?
Yeah, call yourself. No. Seriously, honestly, the S is the only thing that lets it down. Other than that, it's tickety boo. Yeah. Yes.
Demos,
But are these? What's their experience on these?
I don't know.
Newcomers?
They don't give us much information.
Right,
They just send it
okay.
in and say they want.
Because this might be their toy phase, and they might
That-
be actually
no, that-
good. Or
no,
we
that-
don't know what phase they're at.
That guy's been writing for 35 years.
That's
got a long beard.
it. Wait, can we redo this now?
No, we give it a score out of 10.
35 years, and he's a graphic designer.
Score out of 10. Score out of 10.
Score out of 10. I go. The S I dropped to a 4.
Yeah.
The rest of it I'd say
Above average.
7.5. 7.5.
I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna be so
6.5.
far.
I'd say 6.
6. I think 6. It's above average, but there's lots of room for improvement.
It's also basic, very basic.
And basic as well. Yeah. Exactly.
But then again, what does it? Does he do wild styles? Is that just another style? That's what I'm saying.
Does he
We
do
don't
wild
know.
styles?
Is he actually? Wait, is he actually
Patrick.
king of wild
No,
style?
I think it's that's the end of the fucking card.
Okay.
All right, next up we got a dub by Violet, Violet, with a purple fill, white outline on a brick wall. I mean, yeah, this guy.
Oh, is it a guy? I was going to say New World.
It could be a girl, yeah. Was there not many girls
I'm
painting?
going to say
back in
up
the-
straight that unless they've, if that's an experienced writer, then no.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, let's have a look.
Let's
Let's
starting out.
have a look. Violet.
Listen,
Violet.
don't try to listen. Don't try to overthink this about what they did and their history and all that. This is the thing we're looking at.
That's what
do
they've
you
sent
think
in.
of that?
That's what they've sent
Okay,
in.
okay, I'll tell you- I'll tell you briefly.
They're sending in
They
their
look
prime.
like
They're
they're-
sending their.
Yeah,
This is
they're
the
pride
one.
and joy.
I'll tell you very briefly.
This is a toy. There's someone doesn't look like they've really been painting that long.
It looks
very
like,
messy.
honestly, it looks like possibly. I'm not generalising, but I think it might be by a young teenage female.
No, that looks like
true.
somebody.
Violet.
Old Gran done that. That name Violet is like from way back.
I don't know.
No
I'm
one
reckoning
calls
it might be
no
a
one calls
young'un.
anyone
It might be a
Violet
young'un just doing their name, but they ain't quite rock the silver 3D, or they might.
Or
have
maybe
got
it's just
chased
somebody
off.
for a good look. There's a heart up there and everything. Maybe it's a guy just doing it for his
girl.
girl.
Maybe for his girl.
That's a possibility. That's a possibility.
On a swipe
but,
to the left, there's a
But
frog.
looking at it, I believe that that's done by a young, a
Young
teenage. If that's her name, then I rate you for doing your own name, because that's what I used to do years back. And well done, bless.
All right, but
Where's the front? Where's the front?
It's not there. This one. It's like a less of a. I mean, it's got a little fade.
What, you think that's done by a geezer?
Who knows? It could be though. Who knows?
Oi, do you know who it was?
Yeah.
It was Maddie.
Yeah, I did it.
Maddie done it last night.
So
He thought he'd like jazz things up a bit.
Bit more of a throw up thing. Still very, very bad. I mean, the L looks like a penis with balls. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. Come on.
And they're using violet colours,
The
right?
violet colour.
Hey.
That's another toy behaviour.
Oi,
If you
it's
write
better-
a name of a colour and you only use that colour.
blue.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen,
blue, and you only do blue.
listen. It's better than your front.
Yeah, okay, sick. Look at the hand style here. We also like to zoom in on the hand style.
Oh, can't be doing with that.
Does that
Look
say
at your
to let?
reach.
I think you're.
Yeah.
To let.
Sorry, read it backwards.
Yeah, toilet.
Toilet.
Listen, obviously we're just taking the piss. You're obviously just starting. I hope you're just starting.
And you're getting critiqued by two fucking
Getting
legends.
critiqued by some of the best in the game.
This is
keep
cruel.
at
This
it.
is cruel. This could make or
They love
break
it.
people.
Especially
with the internet now.
You won't see no more
You
violence
know,
anywhere.
this is going to be like the Houses of Commons or something. You know, to build up that. Stop criticising.
How to destroy your children's fucking mindset.
Confidence.
That's it. Done. Done. How we changed in school.
Violet, I think you're fresh. I think the two-colour fade is bad.
how are you
Next
gonna
time,
get better?
do a bit more of a 3D on a shadow on the letters.
shadow.
So when you come to the left, you do like a left side shadow or a right side shadow.
Sorry, wait there, sorry, can I just stop
You're
you
nearly there. You're nearly
What is
there.
that? Oh, is that
Please.
a bad egg? What
I
is
think
it?
it's a-
No,
it's
is it
like
an unhappy egg or something?
unhappy egg. It's an unhappy egg. But I just also want to add. I want to add. The whole reason why we started the critiques is because we were saying, me and Theme, even coming up in the 90s, if you were shit, people told you you were shit.
But it was the same in the 80s as well.
It's just going to switch off.
It was the same with the 80s.
Yeah,
as
so that's
well.
what I was going to say. In the
I mean, a
80s,
load of people said,
didn't.
"Oh, why would you say that about his?" Well, that's what it is. Constructive criticism.
People told you to your face you're shit, and that should drive you to become better, not make you quit.
How did
you know
that
what I
make you feel when people told you that you were shit?
Me.
Here we go. When someone told you were shit, how did you feel?
Again, I don't think anyone did.
Yeah.
I don't think, because we was all toys at the same
He
time.
came out the egg heart.
See what I'm saying?
That was
was
for
all
jokes.
toys at the same
That was for jokes. That was
Oh
for jokes.
shit!
Was that
This
called
one-
a shit toy then, maybe? Because we was all toys at one point.
All right, this is the last one, and just by coincidence, it's got a fucking. But this is Donald the Duck, though, man. Doesn't look like Howard the Duck.
No, that's not even that. That's the Brewster's Millions ones or whatever. Not Brewster's Millions.
yeah,
What's the one?
the
Duck Millionaire one.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck.
That
Does
that's
dive
it.
it
But
into
he
his
had a top
coins.
hat, though. He had a black top hat. Okay, this is a sketch on a piece
He's
of
not
paper.
Scrooge anymore. He's probably lost it and shit. It's broke. It's broke.
It says Mugs, M-U-G-S, sketch, like I said in the paper, pink with green and little scheme going through it, black outline, 3D going down to the right, blue like cloud wave thing going around it, and then a duck, Donald. I'm just going to call him Donald
Say
Duck.
no more. It actually looks quite tidy.
And
You know what I mean?
You know, he's got a little tag up there, A-R-S-F-A, I thought it said
Arse.
fart or something.
Arse farting.
Arse farting, that's what it looks like. I don't know.
No, the piece in itself.
jokes aside,
is
the piece is
actually
actually
decent.
alright.
It's
Yeah, but
alright. It's
what's
a nice
this?
straight thing.
I don't like
Yeah,
these
but-
extra
No, but
long
that there,
bits.
if anything, I would have put a different colour in it or a white, you know, to make it stand
out.
Instead of being a shadow 3D like that, I would have put, so it's a block 3, you know, like put the line in it to make it more.
Hold on, lads, please, lads. Let's focus on one thing at a time. What were you saying? That because the dark green kind of merges with the black a little bit. It should have
Yeah,
been a
but
bit
I would have put a, you know, because it's just a sharp black line. Maybe put a, you know, where he's put this. See this little line here joining. You know, another one there, so it's sort of blocked in the black.
blocked it in.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's outlined the black.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with isms and things coming off of your piece, whether they're connections or not, they're supposed to frame the letters. The letters should be the star of the show.
Right.
These things are swinging off too much.
I see what you mean there. It looks like a golf club.
It just kind of just swinging off for no fucking reason.
It's in the wrong it's in the wrong direction. I see what you mean now.
And the character looks like he's got a bottle jaw that sticks out.
If that had come under the M and swirled under the letter, like, you know, the bottom end and swirled under.
Okay.
Understandable, but it's come off the
from a
backwards.
distance, this actually look better than it is. Okay, from a distance, but it's not that bad, man. It's.
I know what Maddie means with this bit coming off the S.
The bits underneath.
top bit.
It's kind of like a little decoration
But
thing.
again, you probably don't know the background. Does he Does he actually use paints?
I don't know.
Pens.
Yeah, these are pens.
I'm sure he does.
knows?
But
Who
let's
knows?
just concentrate on this for a sketch.
Who knows?
7 out of 10.
That I'll give.
Nah.
No, that I'll give.
That's
I'll
below
give.
average for me.
I'll give.
It's below average.
I'll give 6.5.
6.5. Okay, generous.
I'll be about the same.
Nah, I'm giving this 4.5.
I'm 4.5.
Yeah, for a piece
For
on a sketch.
Oh, and there's
Like,
a
and
sketch.
this thing just poking out at the top of the S. The S is the nice letter,
I'll
but
tell
the
you the
G,
one. Yeah,
the
when I
U,
look at
the
it now,
M.
and also the separate part of the M. Why have you separated that bit from the rest? So it looks
Yeah,
like that
exactly.
could actually be
I
IY.
IYUGS. I mean, it could be even.
I-legs.
I guess he's done it on the U as well a little bit, but not on the G and the S.
Yeah.
I think it's unnecessary. This person has a little way to go. The S is a nice shape. I like the S on its own. That looks nice.
Yeah.
The other
are you
letters,
thinking?
they don't have the similar style to all of them. It's
What
a
are you
bit
thinking?
thin.
Again, that bit as well. What is that bit?
Dog
he's
shit.
got his
Just
hand
like
Yeah, this thing just sticking out.
Get rid
Right
of
now.
it.
What the fuck?
They're not even arrows.
Fucking over, please.
It's like, makes no sense.
Please make it finish.
Yeah.
That's why I'm giving it a 4.5. Even the character, the Donald Duck, he's got like a fucking a sticking out jaw fucking thing. What do
It's
you
very
call
long.
that?
It's very elongated.
Yeah, it's
He needs some braces.
But that's what that. But if it is that other one, that Scrooge, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Then he's
It
like
doesn't
that.
have little glasses as
He has
well.
a monocle.
Yeah, he has a
and
monocle or
and
something.
And a top hat or something. I think it's supposed to be Donald.
Because I think somebody does that, doesn't he? One of those street art sort of dudes does that
Around
sort of
here,
stuff,
what
doesn't
was
he?
it?
He does the duck thing or something as well.
Duck
doesn't he?
face.
Ink,
Yeah.
duck face, ink. Yeah, I think.
No,
he
not
does
that
it.
ink one. That
Oh no, okay,
duck,
yeah, it's a
duck
bit
thing
weird.
is. Yeah, no. There's another one who does these he does canvas. You know, he's an artist thing. I'm sure he does that Scrooge McDuck or whatever his name is. Or
Okay.
I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe the same guy, and he does the Monopoly one as well. I've seen that on canvas. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're street artists also.
Yeah.
They might have thought there was graffiti artists, but
Okay, I don't know. But yo, Muggs, thank you for sending that in. Send in maybe a piece you've done on a wall. Yeah, there we go. Should we wrap it up there for now? Maybe we'll have a little ending, little outro to go. Yeah, just up the street. But let's just take this opportunity. We're going to get you to sign a couple of maps.
Okay.
And also MEAN as well. They're going to be a giveaway if you leave a comment under this episode.
One of them's going to be a giveaway. One of
them's going to give away
my collection.
You leave a comment, not only can you win some OCB goodies, but you can also, get a CAZBee.
Oh, yeah.
tag.
Do you want one of these? LDN hats.
Here we go. We got
My
a gift.
man.
We got a gift for you, sir.
a nice one.
LDN.
Which one do you like?
One size fits all.
Dark one.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Shout out LDN. You can use the discount code. It's here on the screen. You can go cop one of these hats. Shout out the
London
LDN.
by ends.
London by
Maddie,
Salute.
one's for you, no?
Yeah, I'll take that one. Fuck it.
And then we
Big
got
up.
you some Infamy inks, our other sponsor, but I don't know if you want them in the house.
Infamy pens.
It's just like really
inks.
powerful inks.
Is it not the ones that scale up the windows? Is
Yeah,
that stuff?
and it's like I got you a
acid.
Rust
Not
one.
the acid stuff. No. It's
right.
just strong ink, like shoe leather dye and stuff like that. But
All right,
it's-
because I got as mad as it is, I got a box. I think I got a thing of is it grog or one?
Oh, is it? You got grog?
or
Yeah,
something like
there's
that?
grog. But we got you this
And I've got
anyway. It's
this
another
little
gift.
pellet thing that you're supposed to fill it with. It's a fat,
Oh, yeah.
fat marker.
That one's for metal, for Rust set.
Oh, so yeah, be careful with that one. That's
that
the
one's
rust.
just blue, and that one's violet.
Oh, nice one.
But they'll like take off the inside of the train. So metal and plastics.
Toxic, boy.
Yes,
Yeah,
shout
and it
out-
smells toxic.
Shout out Infamy again. The link is below. You can go get a little discount code
Nice.
through the Armshouse. Big touch, man.
Nice
Big
one.
love, man.
You're my favourite writer of all time.
Thank you.
And I'm going to get off your you know what now.
Yeah. Go.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, easy. Yeah. Is that a New York on there, yeah? Yeah. All right. Yeah, a bit fluffy.
Do a different colour from the red. No.
It's a different blue.
Different blue.
We got a purple if you want, or we got a black or a...
You want a glove?
What now?
Next time we're going to get you a full piece.
So what? So what? You thought you'd end your like your chat and all that to dog me out? Wait. So your end of chat and all that is dog me out. No, you're bang out of all, mate.
Give me another colour out.
That's bang out.
okay, cool.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a black.
He's going again. He's getting done twice in the same day, Wally.
Here.
Yeah, the black. It will pop it off. It's a proper free-for-all now, man.
Do you think I need to go and paint that yellow BR, bruv?